Hey guys, Mr. B here. So today I want to try and resurrect this John Deere 210 and get it ready for the winter. It's got some snow chains on it already from last year. I'm hoping it starts up. I'm hoping it runs good. I hope I don't need to put too much work into it, but it used to have this snow thrower on it and it worked great, but the problem is that the snow thrower just eats through the gravel and spits out the other end. I don't really like slinging gravel all over the yard and all over, honestly, my cars. So I picked up a plow blade mount and a plow blade. I got a plow blade for this for pretty cheap at an auction. I think I got it for like $5, and I've got some metal laying around here. So I'm gonna try and weld up and fabricate a plow mount for this to be able to mount this this blade on here. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. Seems like it'll work. It seems like this piece here I can use to make a piece that comes down and then across on either end, and then I've got some old diamond plate here that's fairly thick. I think I'll be able to use that to bring it back this way and put a bolt in through here. What I noticed is normally where the pins would go on something like a snow thrower or a plow mount specifically for this lawn tractor, normally where those pins go, you can't really get your fingers up behind there to put a bolt in there. So I've got this piece of threaded rod, and that will fit all the way through. So that'll really be helpful later on down the road. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and start making some measurements and break the welder out and see if I can make this work. All right, well, here's the finished product. I got the plow blade on there. I don't know what this thing is supposed to go onto, some type of lawn tractor, but I think it sticks out a little bit further than it probably should. I think that piece was supposed to go up under the frame of some other lawn tractor, but oh well, I don't care. It works. So kind of a weird one, but I got everything welded together. Might not look pretty, but it's functional, and it's a lawnmower, so who cares? If it pushes snow, it pushes snow. This lever here, I was able to steal off of the snow thrower to be able to pull the lever and raise the plow up. I did have to do a little bit of trimmage on this piece here. If that didn't work, I was going to use this, because it's already got holes in it, and cut it to fit in between there. But this rod off of the snow thrower that I already had seemed to work perfect. So that's really nice. But now that it's now that it's ready to go, I think it's time to try and start it up, see if it'll run after a year, and see if it'll push some snow. I haven't touched this thing in about a year, maybe more. And the battery looks, yeah, looks like a battery. I don't know what's gonna do. I'll check the oil, I guess. Let's see if it's got oil in it. Hey, all right, it's got some oil in it. That's promising. Spark plug wire is still on. So the choke cable froze a couple years ago, so the choke cable doesn't work. So I gotta reach my finger down in here and pull up on the little choke lever down there at the bottom. All right, choke's up right there. So now it's got choke. It's in neutral. Throttle's up. Let's see what it does. I'll be damned. That can run. I'll try and choke it again. I think it might be flooded. Yeah, this thing's definitely gas washed. I'm gonna clean this up and put it back in and see what it does. A little bit of sandpaper usually does the trick to be able to clean this up and maybe get it to work. I don't know. Try some starting fluid and see what it'll do. Still nothing. So one thing I noticed is this ignition coil wire is pretty loosey-goosey, so I might try and take one off of that one. Yeah, right. Yeah, that one right there, and put it on there and see what happens, because I think the ignition system just isn't doing what it should do. I tested for some spark, and it's got spark if this ignition coil cable is if the spark plug wire is on just right, it'll work. So I think I got an issue with the wire. There's the carburetor there. I'm thinking maybe the float's sticking, causing fuel to pour right out the top of that carburetor. So I'm just gonna give the bowl a tap here, see if I can get that float to start, floating. Well, that really didn't do anything. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this bowl down and see what the inside of it looks like. Well, the float looks like it's still doing floaty things. So that's good. Well, I got it running. It just so happened that this spark plug was so bad, even after cleaning it, that it just wouldn't run even on starting fluid. So I have that automotive spark plug in there temporarily. But no good, no off, push all the way down, and it revs up. I don't see any fuel leaks over there by the carburetor. That's always good. Alright, so one thing I noticed when I rev this up, it revs up, but it can rev up a little bit higher. So I think what I'm going to do is this rod here is adjustable. I think I'm going to adjust this throttle linkage in a little bit, or maybe quite a bit, so that way I can really rev this thing up a lot higher, because once I'm out there with this snow blade, I don't I want power. I don't want this thing to just get stuck in the snow. I want to be able to push the snow, not push the snow a little bit and then bog down. Well, I got it adjusted in. Still got to tighten up that jam nut, but let's see what it does. That revs up a lot more. That's really good, especially for pushing snow.